How's it going, everybody? Texas Man here, back with another video. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. If you guys would, please give this video a thumbs up. If you guys do enjoy it, subscribe, of course, if you guys have not already. Also, do me the biggest favor of all, hit that bell notification button and select all for all notifications. So in this video, I wanted to talk about Mission Impossible. It's been a long time since I've had the ability to talk about this franchise in any sort of detail because honestly it's a franchise that kind of just seems to exist in like limbo. It exists in like a separate universe. Do you guys realize that Mission Impossible 7 Dead Reckoning came out last year? Yeah, it doesn't, it feels like it's been longer. Yeah. And I think a big problem with Mission Impossible 7 Dead Reckoning coming out when it did is it came out literally near the exact same time as Oppenheimer and Barbie. Do you guys remember that cultural phenomenon last year in 2023? Okay. Those two movies, whether you like them or hate them, took over the box office in 2023 summer. Okay? Now, another problem because of that is me personally, even though I love the Mission Impossible series sometimes, and sometimes I find the movies to be kind of irritating. I did find that Dead Reckoning, while it was an interesting movie, it was way too long. It was nearly 3 hours long. It was very long for no good reason. And because of its runtime, me personally, I don't have a hate towards long movies. But if a movie is over 2.5 hours long, if it's 4 hours long, I'm not going to necessarily have that type of time to spare to just watch one movie. In 3 to 4 hours, however, I could watch two movies or I could binge watch a show for a little bit. Because of that problem, I've only seen Dead Reckoning twice. I saw it once in theaters and I've seen it again once I've gotten it on Blu-ray. I don't remember much of it. I'll be completely honest, I don't remember much of Dead Reckoning. I know there's something with keys and trying to unlock some sort of nuclear submarine or something, but that's about it. Like, I still remember Mission Impossible 1. I remember Mission Impossible 3 and 4 and 6 a lot because there's so much stuff in those films that are memorable. We just got recently the teaser trailer for Mission Impossible 8 Dead Reckoning, which is supposed to come out next year, May 2025. In case you guys are wondering, it is the middle of November here in 2024 that I'm recording this. In case you guys watch this in the future and you're like, So I'm kind of curious though. I wanted to talk about how they plan to end Mission Impossible 8. Because they've been hyping up Mission Impossible 8, especially from Tom Cruise, that this film in of itself is supposed to be the last movie in the franchise. Here's a problem. I've heard this before. You might be thinking, what are you talking about? Does anyone remember how Mission Impossible 3 was supposed to be the end of the franchise and it was just supposed to be a trilogy of Mission Impossible films and that was it? I mean, there was like nearly a 10-year gap between Mission Impossible 3 and Ghost Protocol. Mission Impossible 4 Ghost Protocol. I think that came out until like 2011. It was like 8 to 10 years, something like that. It was a really long time. Because the franchise had concluded. Mission Impossible 3 ended the franchise on a good note. It was a bittersweet note, but it ended on a good note. Then we got the recent trilogy reboot kind of sequel that brought Ethan Hunt back, played by Tom Cruise, for Ghost Protocol, Rogue Nation, and Fallout. And then we just had recently last year Dead Reckoning Part 1, and now we're having the final Reckoning, which is supposed to come out next year in 2025. Fallout also has a very similar ending to the third movie. in the franchise where both Mission Impossible 3 and Mission Impossible 6 have nearly the identical same ending. Ethan Hunt defeats the main bad guy of the trilogy, and he gets the girl and he leaves the IMF, or he is like the last head of the IMF, and he's gonna live his life with his new girl. Mission Impossible 3 did that. It ended a banger trilogy. I know a lot of people don't like the second one. Myself, I don't think it's a good movie. It's way too long and drastic for car chase scenes and bicycle scenes. But it ended the trilogy on a high note. Defeated the main bad guy, he saves his wife, and he goes to live happily ever after. Mission Impossible 6 kind of does the exact same thing. Defeats the main bad guys of the trilogy that started off with Ghost Protocol and especially with Rogue Nation. He gets a new girl because he doesn't want to be with his wife for some unknown reason. So he's fallen in love with Rebecca Ferguson's character, and now he's like the new head of the IMF or something, and you'll see him in the future. And then in Dead Reckoning, they kill off Rebecca Ferguson's character and bring in Agent Carter from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. in the MCU, LOL. And now she's Ethan Hunt's third love interest. How many women can Ethan Hunt be with? Seriously, like, come on, pick somebody. It's a running theme. I think it's a running joke at this point for the Mission Impossible series, but I just don't understand how they plan to end Mission Impossible as a franchise. How do you end it? Because you've done it twice. You ended it with 3. You've ended it in 6. How do you plan to end it at 8? I don't know why they didn't just go for 9. Why didn't they do 8 and 9? Whatever. But I don't know how they plan to end it. Are they going to do the exact same thing that they've done twice now? Are they going to kill Ethan Hunt off? Are they going to kill all of his friends off? That would be a shocking twist. Kill all the characters off and Ethan Hunt's the only one left alive. And at the end of the movie, maybe he makes some heroic sacrifice and then he dies. Maybe everybody dies, kind of thing. But he's like the last person to make sure the world, is safe before he dies. Of course, the world's never safe. There's always somebody trying to blow it up. But you understand my point. How do you end this franchise? Is it going to be they kill off several characters? Or, you know what? I know what they're going to do. They're going to kill every single man off. Oh, God. I just thought of this. This is not written as a script, if you can't tell. So I'm sorry if this is a longer video than normal. But maybe, and I sure hope Tom Cruise hasn't allowed this to happen in the script, because I know he will fight this. But maybe, just maybe, what they'll do is they'll kill all the main characters off, except for that actress that plays Agent Carter. I don't know her name. Tell me in the comments. But I bet you Ethan Hunt and the rest of his gang, except for that Agent Carter actress, all die. And then she will take up the mantle of Ethan Hunt, and she'll rebuild the IMF from the ground up. And that's how the movie's going to end. And then they're going to make it where they leave the door open for spin-off movies and spin-off shows, just like John Wick 4 has done. Oh, God. If that's how they end the movie, I'm going to be so mad. I will be mad. Because I can think of ways this film can end the franchise in so many ways, and none of them seem good. None of them seem good. The only thing I see happening is they defeat and end everything that Dead Reckoning Part 1 set up, and that maybe they do like a Dark Knight Rises ending where Ethan Hunt, he fakes his death and he actually isn't dead, and he's going to be like a shadow operative or something or he pretends he's dead, and then he goes, off, and he ghosts himself, and he pretends he's dead, ghosts himself to live happily ever after with his third wife. I mean, he's getting busy. I just don't know how they plan to end this franchise. How do you end Mission Impossible when you've done it twice already? So let me know, what do you guys think down in the comment section down below? How do you think Mission Impossible 8 is going to end? Because I'm very curious. Thank you guys for watching. And also, I do have a review of Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 on the channel. I will try to leave a link to that playlist with it at the end of this video right here. It should be showing up any moment. And also, if you guys want me to review all of the Mission Impossible movies, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which I haven't done yet here on the channel, let me know in the comment section down below. And if I get enough people that want me to do that, I will definitely do so before the final film comes out later May 2025. Have a good day, guys. Peace out. Dun 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 da 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 dun 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 dun. I'm done. Goodbye.